the plastic wrap with a dagger, and then fetched a straw. He inserted one end into the blue unknown substance, blocked the other end with his finger, and carefully extracted some. But don't underestimate this small amount. It's worth enough to buy an aircraft carrier. Soon after, the man brought a sidekick, and under their persistent urging, the sidekick had no choice but to align the straw with the powder. However, as soon as he inhaled, his brain seemed to separate from his body, and he momentarily lost his memory. Lisa, standing nearby, was utterly shocked. He still didn't know what was happening, while the sidekick drooled and laughed uncontrollably. After confirming the experiment was successful, the boss suddenly pulled out a gun, and Lisa was so scared that she didn't dare breathe. But from that moment, misfortune found her. The boss decided to assign her a task, wanting Lisa to accept the property law she intended to refuse. When he woke up again, he was only wearing underwear, and there was a surgical scar on his abdomen. Clearly, they had done something to him. Before he could fully regain consciousness, the sidekick burst in, and the man casually threw him some clothes before taking him back to the boss. Is it why we opened you up? Yeah, the doctor told Lisa to not overthink, assuring her there was no organ loss in her body. In fact, a gift had been placed inside. As she spoke, 3 other men were brought in. This was when Lisa learned that this group required several people to help them smuggle drugs. The 4 would be sent to different destinations, and only after the planes landed successfully would they regain their freedom. After handing out passports to them, the 4 were blindfolded and taken away from the hotel. Lisa knew that struggling now would be futile, so she planned to escape after boarding the plane. However, she didn't realize that her nightmare was just beginning. First, she was taken to a warehouse, but to her surprise, the sidekick in charge of guarding her took an interest in her. Faced with Lisa's resistance, the man didn't understand tenderness. He opened with a sharp remark directed at her. Thankfully, the sidekick worried about causing a fatal incident and forcibly pulled his companion away. But due to being hit several times, Lisa's wound had reopened. While the physical pain might have been tolerable, she didn't realize that the powder inside her body was starting to leak slightly due to the severe impact. With the powder rapidly circulating in her system, her eyes began to glow blue. Her body convulsed uncontrollably, being drawn to the walls by a mysterious force, then the ceiling. Luckily, she held tightly onto an iron chain until she was eventually flung back at the wall. When she woke up again, a blue light flashed in her eyes, and she was no longer the girl she had been earlier. Lisa heard footsteps coming from the hallway. She quickly returned herself to her usual position. Sure enough, before long, the sidekick came in from the outside. This time, however, Lisa wasn't scared, but willingly opened her legs. The man couldn't resist such temptation, and she confidently approached him. Lisa found it hard to believe how capable she'd become. Just a day ago, she was a vulnerable young girl, but now, for the first time, she confidently loaded a gun. With boldness, she sprinted out of the cell and deftly took down every guard on her path. But after all of this, she